All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the channel. We're talking about the Pittsburgh Steelers in today's video. So, we know Russell Wilson, Justin Fields, new offensive coordinator, and Arthur Smith, a bunch of new offensive linemen, day one starters, Roman Wilson, George Pickens is about to ascend into an official superstar wide receiver. But somehow the defense is flying under the radar, and it's not even, it's not TJ Watt, it's not Alex Highsmith, it's not Cam Hayward. It's just their whole defense in general. I'm sure you guys saw Joey Porter Jr. just caught headlines saying he's the best cornerback in the National Football League. He's entering his sophomore campaign. But what people still don't understand or fully appreciate is Patrick Queen is a member of the Pittsburgh Steelers. Folks, it's unbelievable. So we just heard that Patrick Queen chose the Steelers contract over bigger offers from other teams in free agency. There were a total of 15 teams interested in him. And as we know, Patrick Queen, still very young, made his first Pro Bowl appearance last season after racking up a career high 133 tackles with the Baltimore Ravens. In fact, he registered 133 tackles. 9 of those were for a loss, 3.5 sacks, 6 quarterback hits, an interception, and a fumble recovery in 17 games this past season. His $13.6 million annual salary, his average, ranks only 4th in the NFL among inside linebackers, trailing former teammate Roquan Smith, Fred Warner over in San Francisco, and Chicago's Tremaine Edmonds. Patrick Queen is he's, in my opinion, he became a star linebacker this past season. He's a rising superstar linebacker in the NFL, and he just joined the league's best defense, or at worst, even if you're a nitpicker, one of the league's best defenses. So welcome back to the channel. We're talking everything Pittsburgh Steelers, mainly talking about this defensive group real quick, and then we'll finish it up talking OTAs. Thank you guys for watching this. Hit that like button, hit that sub button for daily NFL content. Steelers fans, you know the drill. We make these a couple of times a week. I appreciate and love you guys so much, showing so much support on this channel. If you could try and get this to 500 likes, it would mean the absolute world to me. So, you just take a look. Pull up your phone. Maybe I'll show it on the screen here. There's too much to count, actually. There's just too much to put on the screen. Larry Ogunjobi, Cam Hayward, TJ Watt, Patrick Queen, Landon Roberts, Alex Highsmith, Joey Porter Jr., new addition, Deshaun Elliott, Minka Fitzpatrick, new addition, Dante Jackson, Darius Rush, Ryan Watts, new addition, Nick Herbig entering his second year, Cole Holcomb coming back from that injury, new addition, Dean Lowry, Montravius Adams, new addition, Peyton Wilson. Guys, the list goes on and on and on and on. Watt notched 19 sacks. TJ Watt had 19 sacks last season, a pressure rate by himself of 17.7, folks. Alex Highsmith, 10th highest graded edge defender by PFF last season. Throw in Cam Hayward. Throw in Larry Ogunjobi. This team's freaking loaded. And all they did was improve, not only with Patrick Queen, but with their third round pick 98 from Philadelphia. Thanks, Kenny Pickett. Peyton Wilson, linebacker out of NC State. Guys, he finished his college career with 402 tackles. And, by the way, before the draft began, Peyton Wilson, we'll talk about this injury at the end of this. He finished his college career with 402 tackles, all right? He ran the fastest 40-yard dash out of all linebackers at the combine, 4.43. Like, this dude's a specimen. You're seeing him in OTAs. Specimen. Absolute freak of nature. Gets to depth. He shows good instincts. He breaks off the ball well in coverage. He can match up with tight ends. He can do a little bit of everything. He finished his college career, but it's not just tackles, right? 402 tackles, very impressive. I don't care what league you're in. You could be I don't even care. You could be an NFL linebacker playing, flag football. I don't care. 402 career tackles in college is unbelievable. Finished his college career 7 interceptions. So he does more than just tackle and guard or cover. Guard. Basketball. Finals about to happen. Anyways, neither here nor there. Finished college career. We'll try it third time's charm. Finished college career with 7 interceptions, 20 passes defended. He also finished with a career high 6 sacks in 2023. He can get to the quarterback. He can cover. The dude's going to do a little bit of everything. The reason he fell all the way to the third, he just has an extensive injury history. So he's a very high risk per se. He's been healthy the last couple of years, but the reward is unbelievable. And you're joining just a room that's already loaded. Landon Roberts had a phenomenal season. Alex Highsmith had a phenomenal season. TJ Watt's TJ Watt. Patrick Queen's Patrick Queen. but he's had two torn ACLs and a shoulder injury that kept him out of all but 2 games back in 2021. So the good news is he's 24 years old, guys. He's going to be a day one impact player like we've been hearing, like you've been seeing. I don't care how deep that linebacker room is. Steelers fans know this themselves. Was banged up last year. Cole Holcomb injury, it was career threatening at one point. You need depth all across the board, and their linebacker room is just unfreaking believable. And it doesn't even end just there. Joey Porter Jr. said he's the NFL's top cornerback. Nobody was doing what I was doing. And when you look into it, it was true. He got his first start, I believe, in week 8 and week 9. This dude is a playmaking stud. And the fact that he's a rookie and the fact that he actually had such a sneaky sleeper season in, NFL media world, it's unbelievable. Cornerback room, Joey Porter Jr., new addition, Dante Jackson, Darius Rush, new addition, Ryan Watts from the draft. Joey Porter Jr. is a freaking stud, and we know that. So moving on, Jaylen Warren's appreciative of Russell Wilson's leadership changing in the Steelers offense, according to Joe Rutter with Trib Live. He said this: he's a veteran quarterback. He came in here. He's been in the league 13 years now. He's showing us what to do and sharing his knowledge about football. It was nothing about past quarterbacks. They're just as amazing. It's just him sharing his knowledge with us. And apparently, Russell Wilson has taken a liking to Pat Freiermuth, according to The Athletic, which is great news because Pat Freiermuth, 2 years removed from having like 700 receiving yards, was so underutilized, so underappreciated in that Steelers offense last season. Granted, Matt Canada, the offensive coordinator, got fired midway through the season. It was just terrible. They were the 28th ranked offense. They were the 27th ranked passing offense. Even when third string Mason Rudolph came in, Pat Freiermuth was just so underutilized. And granted, he did deal with an injury, which certainly did not help his case next season. But when we look at this offense, and by the way, like the big thing is, I heard this former Raven Chris Canty thinks Steelers only win if their quarterbacks don't get in the way. I don't even know why that's up for debate, folks. The reason Russell Wilson is not with the Denver Broncos has nothing to do with his performance on the field. It has absolutely nothing to do with what he did last year. 26 passing touchdowns, 8 interceptions, a couple of rushing touchdowns. He's still a version of Russell Wilson that we saw back in the Super Bowl era and his Pro Bowl seasons with Seattle. He's still good. And Justin Fields will find a way to be on that field. I don't think it'll be at the quarterback position. Apparently, they're tweaking his mechanics. I wouldn't be surprised if Justin Fields was the long-term quarterback for Pittsburgh. But this season, it's going to be all Russell Wilson unless he gets injured. And you'll revamp your offensive line with Troy Fautanu, Zach Frazier. You bring in Roman Wilson. This Pittsburgh Steelers team, folks, all they needed was quarterback. They didn't even need Patrick Queen. They didn't even need Peyton Wilson. They just needed a quarterback, and that's exactly what happened. So that's all I got for you in today's video. Thank you guys for watching. Hit that like button, hit that sub button for daily Steelers content, daily NFL content, a couple of Steelers videos every single week. But guys, let me know, what is this defense going to be ranked in the NFL on paper this upcoming season? Peace.